Welcome to FCPS All-Stars. Today we have with us Marysol Martinez, World Language Teacher at Crestwood Middle School. Welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here today.
I'm excited to be here.
Now I understand that we have something in common, that neither one of us are from Frederick. Now I'm from Wisconsin, so I got a little bit cheesy thing going on. But I understand that you're from someplace a little bit warmer. Where are you from?
Yes, North Carolina.
Okay. Now what brought you to Frederick?
Well, we were stationed, my husband's in the Army, and we were stationed in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We were there for about 14 years.
Okay.
And then my husband got orders to come to Fort Detrick, and now we're stationed in Fort Detrick, Maryland.
Wow. How long have you been in education?
A little over 14 years.
What did you do in North Carolina while your husband was in the military?
Well, I was, my last position was as a middle school principal, and that's the school that I left and loved very much before I came here. Prior to that, I was a high school Spanish teacher, and I taught all levels of high school Spanish, 1 through level 3 honors and 4 AP. And prior to that, I was a middle school teacher.
Why did you move to Frederick, Maryland?
We moved here again because the Army gave my husband orders to come here. But there was a twist in the orders because my husband was hurt in combat while he was deployed to Afghanistan. And being closer to Walter Reed Army Medical in Bethesda made it easier for him to receive the treatment that he needed to receive, and being closer made it just easier for us. We did travel from North Carolina to Bethesda when my husband was admitted and he had his surgery there. So being here now just makes the healing process a lot easier.
You shared with me that your husband had quite a few deployments.
Yes, he's had 12 deployments in 10 years.
So he has been all over.
He has. Special guy.
He is a special guy.
Yes.
And how did he get hurt?
His helicopter took on small arms fire, and the helicopter in the maneuver, he was tossed inside of the helicopter, and his head sustained the injury, and as a result he has a traumatic brain injury and he has a spinal injury. And I did not become aware of it till once he was sent back to the United States, once he was home. And then it was more progressive because it was more an internal injury than an outward injury. And progressively, as the years went by, we started seeing and we started noticing that there was issues. And soon after, he did have his surgery in his back, and he's doing fine. He's doing a lot better. Traumatic brain injuries sometimes just take a little longer to heal, and the healing process is just a little different.
Yeah. We often hear about the sacrifice that our military men and women make on a daily basis, but we don't so often hear about the sacrifices that the families make when their family members are deployed, especially over long periods of time.
Yeah.
What has it been like for you over these past 10 years with your husband being deployed as often as he was?
Well, he's been in the service about 18 and a half years, and we've been married for about 20. I went into it knowing what he loved and how much he loved this country and how he was going to serve it and protect it. So I think both of us went in knowing what we were up against, but after the kids came, I think it just made it a little more difficult because the deployments came closer together and they were longer. So I was mom and dad. So for basketball games or volleyball games, it was always mom. For bicycle rides or for camping or anything that, dad's there, there were times when dad wasn't there. And the kids are phenomenal. They understood that the sacrifices of freedom, they're not free because we've paid a price for them as a family.
Tell me about Take a Veteran to School Day. I thought that was a very neat story.
Crestwood Middle, it's a dynamic school. It's awesome. I work at a wonderful school, have a wonderful administrator, and they had a fabulous Veterans Day, and they invited Chuck to come and speak. And he did, and he came in his uniform, and the kids had all these questions, and he had a wonderful slide presentation and showed them pictures, in theater and what, the life is like of an Army person out there. And he answered their questions. He allowed them to, wear the Kevlar and just look at the different Army things that he had. And I think it was good because the kids got to see a different side of the service member.
Yes.
And hear the stories, which were exciting for the kids.
I know that you are really into honoring your family and family values. How do you pass that along to your students?
In the Hispanic culture, honor is as in many, it's dynamic, it's special. The honor that you have for your mother. The mother is the icon of the family. And my mother, she's 82 years old and she lives with me, and I've been taking care of her since my dad died 15 years ago. And so when I talk to the kids about the culture and about the language, I teach them culture, because why teach a language if you don't know their people? And so for me, it's important to teach them the respect and the honor that's associated with parents and with grandparents and with family as a whole. Mm-hmm. And in my classroom, I tell the kids, we're a family and we respect and we honor each other. And it's just worked. And they really, really have embraced me. And I'm a new person in the county, mm-hmm. so it's exciting. The journey's been exciting so far.
Now that you have your husband back and you're together, have you had a chance to really get together as a family or do anything special since he's now in the midst of his healing process?
We have. Just this past summer, as a family, we went on a Disney cruise.
Ooh.
And for us, that was so exciting because we haven't vacationed as a family in about 5 years because mm-hmm. of everything that has happened. And so it was exciting to see, for us to be together. The kids are getting older and time has passed and we can't reverse the hands of time. So we just have to maximize the moment, and
right.
we had a fabulous time.
Marysol, it has been so nice talking with you today, and thank you for sharing your family with us again.
Thank you, absolutely.
And thank you for joining us as well. Have a great week. I'll see you soon, and shine on.